It went from needing government help to just being cheaper and better. How crazy fast and huge this change has been. Where does the global EV game stand right now? And what's next? Hello everyone, welcome to SEV Talk, the EV Industry Insider, from specialist to director in EV Gens. Today, let's chat about the worldwide EV's past and the future, with the rules, the arrival of the AI era, and the world trade competition. Back in 2015, EVs were like that shy kids at school. We sold 550,000 electric cars, tiny compared to today. But then it kept rising steadily. In 2020, there was a brief dip due to the COVID, but it bounced back quickly. By 2024, global EV sales reached 17 million units. Over 40 million EVs are on roads worldwide. That's 20 times more than the year 2015. Why have EVs suddenly become so popular in the last 10 years? The main reasons include China's growth, the purchase in Europe and the US, and the gradual decrease in EV prices worldwide with more models available for consumers to choose from. In China, the government threw into EVs industries such as tax breaks and the cash rewards and the trading subsidies, also inviting Tesla to light a fire and the local brands like Li, New, and Xiaopeng, and traditional brands like BYD and Geely. What's China's EV edge? Check this out. Battery giants like CATL and BYD quickly built charging networks and super cheap electricity and AI on turbo mode, even standing way behind on gas cars. China found another way to leapfrog it with EVs. All this boom also helped to make Elon Musk the world's richest guy. In Europe, banned petrol cars by 2035 to make Europe the first carbon-neutral continent by 2050. By 2024, 80% of new car sales in Norway were electric cars. As a global hub of top automakers, leading luxury brands are accelerating investments in EVs. In the US, buying electric vehicles can enjoy up to $7,500 in tax credits. Although the growth of electric vehicles is slower due to the lower oil price compared with China and EU, EV is growing steadily. Tesla leads, but traditional automakers like Ford and General Motors are actively joining the EV party. In emerging economies in Asia, Latin America, and Africa, electric vehicle sales increased by over 60% year-on-year in 2024. EV sales growing 265% between 2023 and 2024 in Thailand. Now, let's look at the big players. For EV makers to win, it boils down to three things: cutting-edge tech, on-time delivery, and making enough cars at a good cost. In 2024, Tesla and BYD are still bosses. New stars such as Chinese Wuling, Geely, and Li are also rising in the new energy vehicle sector. Traditional automakers BMW, Volkswagen, and Mercedes, and Kia and Toyota are racing to catch up. At the same time, there have been many new brands from emerging markets that have done quite well, such as VinFast in Vietnam, Togg in Turkey, Decode in Argentina, and Tata in India. Meanwhile, companies such as CATL and BYD and LG have led battery innovation. According to receipts, the economist projects that the share of the fully electric cars in overall car sales is set to around 3/4 by 2040 under today's policy. Here is why. The government support mentioned above will continue and increase in intensity. The European Union and China are in discussion to potentially replace existing tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles with a system of minimum price. Chinese car companies producing in Europe, such as BYD Hungary factory and the SAIC Spain factory, can also enjoy a 10% discount on the price to accelerate the supply chain localization. From 2025, regulations in EU mandate the installation of EV charging points every 60 kilometers along major transport routes. Secondly, battery breakthroughs. Ultra-fast charging networks and advancements in battery technology will relieve the charging anxiety. EVs vaccine in 2027, solid-state batteries. Charging 10 minutes and you can drive 800 kilometers, longer lasting. Meanwhile, cheaper LFP batteries means cheaper EVs for everyone. Thirdly, the impact of AI era is enormous. Compared to gasoline-powered cars, electric cars respond more quickly to AI. A report from Simon Carker said that in 2024, nearly 3/4 of consumers view digital service as a crucial factor in their next vehicle. Compared to petrol cars, electric cars have a response speed to AI that is about 20 times faster due to their structure. Finally, the emerging markets, despite a global slowdown of electric cars, consumer awareness for EVs is increasing. Emerging markets like Africa, Southeast, and Latin America hold huge potential. Meeting the cheaper EV such as $5,000 Wuling Mini EV, the people's car. Solar charging could make EVs king in the sunny places. However, we cannot ignore challenges ahead. Ongoing tariffs wars may disrupt the global EV supply chain, potentially raising costs and creating uncertainty for future EV development. This year, the United States has canceled the subsidies for electric vehicles. Meanwhile, consumer trust. Range anxiety and battery safety remain top priorities. EV users are still worried about battery fires and battery degradation. As a way, new jobs alert. Tell your kids every EV jobs can create 3 supply chain jobs. It will create labor demand in 3 main areas: EV designers and battery experts, charging station builders and maintainers, and we also will have more and more after-sales needs. How will staff catches on? First, early adopters jump in and leave it loud. Seeing EVs zoom past you, that's the best free ad. And what's next? EVs get smarter, cheaper, and everywhere. In the last 10 years, every major player joined the race, and the next 10 years, who will come out on top in this huge shakeup? Revolution is way more exciting than when phones evolved from Nokia to iPhones. It's helped you. Smash like and subscribe for more inside track on EVs. Strict from an EV Giants insider.